Welcome to today's video. Today's date is Saturday, July 11th, the 192th day of the year. We're going to be talking about severe weather today and extreme heat coming to Montana, North and South Dakota. So let's get started. All right, everyone. So we can see we got a Cypress in Louisiana, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina. We can see on here with Arizona, slight risk, Colorado. We can see a little on here, Wyoming, Oklahoma, Ohio is a margin risk today, Pennsylvania, a little of New Jersey. We can see Georgia and even Florida on here too. Then we got a typical thunderstorm risk in a bunch of states like Colorado, Texas, Louisiana, Florida. We can see even Wisconsin and Minnesota. We can see everyone also on here. So then we do got our tornado risk for today. We do got 2% tornado risk we can see for parts of Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky today, everyone. We can see. Also, we do have a wind risk today, too, we got to talk about. We do have a 15% wind risk for parts of Arkansas, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, Arizona, at 5% wind risk for Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Florida, we can see on here also, Kansas, Missouri, we can see also 2 on here for a 5% wind risk for today. Then also, we do have a hail risk also we got to talk about right for today. We have a 5% hail risk in Oklahoma, Arkansas, in Arizona. We can see today also, everyone, for Saturday, July 11th. So, also we're going to talk about our day 2 severe weather risk. What's going on with that? So this is what our day 2 severe weather risk looks like. We have slight risk in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, a margin risk in Texas, Louisiana. We can see on here New Mexico, Arizona. Then a margin risk in Wisconsin. We can see also on here in Michigan Peninsula. Then we got typical thunderstorm risk in Wisconsin, Michigan. You can see also the typical thunderstorm risk in South and North Carolina, Texas, Louisiana, Florida. You can see for Sunday, guys. So we do have a tornado risk for tomorrow in Wisconsin, Michigan Peninsula at 2% tornado risk. You can see in Wisconsin, Michigan Peninsula for tomorrow, everyone, for Sunday, July 12th. So we do also have a hail risk for tomorrow, everyone. We can see we have a 5% hail risk for Georgia, in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Wisconsin. In Michigan, we can see also for tomorrow, everyone. So also we do have a wind risk for tomorrow, everyone. We do have a 15% wind risk for Georgia, South Carolina, a 5% wind risk for North South Carolina, Georgia. We see Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana for Sunday, guys. So also we do have 5% wind risk for Arizona, Wisconsin, and Michigan. We can see everyone for tomorrow, everyone. So let's talk about the radar projections. Another storm cap today and other things. So let's talk about that now. Alright, everyone. So this is what our radar projections look like for today, everyone. This is 1 p.m. today, everyone. We can see. Remember, that's Eastern Standard Time, EDD time. So Missouri, we got a storm around 1 p.m. We can see Tennessee. We can have some storms on here. Ohio, we can see also some storms in South Carolina, North Carolina, Ohio, some scattered storms in New Jersey, Virginia, some scattered storms in South Carolina too. Also, we can see Ohio. We can see also too, guys. And remember, we got 2 p.m. on here now for Missouri and Arkansas. We can see we got a storm also on here. Tennessee also, Indiana, Ohio, Illinois. We can see Pennsylvania, New Jersey. We can see also on here Georgia too. We can see around 3 o'clock today we have storms. And 4 o'clock we have a storm in looks like Arkansas, Kentucky, Illinois. We can see rain in Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. We see in New Jersey and Pennsylvania we got potential storms too. Then we got 4 p.m. coming along here for Arkansas and Tennessee. Looks like we got a line of storms in Tennessee. Illinois, we got some storms. Indiana, we got some rain. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, we got South Carolina, we get some rain in North Carolina too. Also on here, we can see that 5 p.m. on here, we got storms in Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana. We can see Pennsylvania. We can see also New Jersey on here, New York. We can see also on here too. South Carolina, we got some rain. North Carolina, looks like on here too, some storms in Oklahoma. Maybe we can see also Ohio. Maybe we have a potential storm there around 5. Then also we got around 6 p.m. we can maybe have storms in Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Arkansas, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York. We can see also on here around 6 p.m. today, everyone. So then of course we got 7 p.m. we got storms in Louisiana. Looks like on here it looks like maybe some potential pop-up rain showers in Louisiana we can have and some storms in Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio. We get some rain showers, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina to New York. We can see also on here then 9 p.m. comes along, everyone. We can see, looks like we got some storms in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. We can see also maybe some rain showers, Pennsylvania and Ohio. Maybe we have some rain showers around 9 p.m. Then 10 p.m. we have some storms in Mississippi and Alabama, Georgia. You can see South Carolina. We get some storms in North Carolina too, also on here. Maryland, we got rain in New York. Then 11 p.m. we get some storms in Mississippi, Alabama. We can see Georgia, South Carolina, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. We can see rain in Pennsylvania, Maryland. We can see also West Virginia on here too around 11 p.m. Then by 1 a.m. by midnight 1 a.m. all of our storms pretty much fade out. We can see maybe just pop up rain showers in places like Kentucky, Mississippi, and Alabama, and South Carolina, and North Carolina, and Virginia. We can see also everyone on here. Of course, everyone, we got our storm cap here. We're going to talk about now. So this is today at noon. You can see, remember, that's EDD time. So Tennessee's noon at this time. So 2800 storm cap. Mississippi, Alabama, we can see 2400 around noon. 2100. Georgia about 1800. South Carolina 2000. North Carolina 1900. This is 1 p.m. for over here. Virginia 500. 1100. West Virginia 900. Pennsylvania 600 storm cap. Then we can see 2 p.m. comes along. We got it's like 2900 storm cap, 2400 in Mississippi, Alabama 2300, Arkansas 2900, Kentucky 2000. You can see on here Ohio to 1200, West Virginia 900, Pennsylvania 1100, Maryland looks like Maryland maybe 1400 storm cap, Virginia 1000, North Carolina 1600, South Carolina 1600. Georgia 2200, Mississippi, Alabama 1700, 1900, 2000, Tennessee 2900, Arkansas 2300, Louisiana 2900 storm cap, Georgia 2100, Florida about 1200 in some spots, Indiana 1400, 1600 storm cap. And see then let's move to 5 p.m. This is what 5 p.m. could look like. 22,000 storm cap in Tennessee, 3100 in Arkansas. We can see about 1300 in North Carolina, Virginia 1300 storm cap. We can see Pennsylvania about 500, New Jersey maybe 400 to 1900 in some spots. Ohio we can see 2000 in some spots. Then we can see this evening around 7-8 p.m. we're at 2500 storm cap in Alabama, Mississippi. We can see Tennessee 2200, Arkansas 2400, South Carolina 2000, North Carolina 1700, Virginia 1900 storm cap. We can see also on here Pennsylvania 1000. We can see Indiana 1200 storm cap. We can see also Illinois 1400. We can see Virginia 1900 storm cap. New York maybe 1000 in the New England states. We can see 1000 storm cap in some places. Then we can see 9 to 10 p.m. tonight, our storm cap numbers have to go down to 2700. We can see South Carolina 2000, North Carolina 2000, Georgia 2000. Looks like Mississippi about 2400, Alabama maybe 1600 to 2700, Louisiana 2500, Iowa 2300. We can see also on here, guys, also. So by the time midnight comes, 11 p.m. midnight comes, we have storm caps of 1600, 2000, Louisiana, South Carolina 1300, North Carolina 1800. Looks like Virginia 1000, Pennsylvania 500, New Jersey 1002, Indiana 500, Illinois 856 storm cap, in Iowa 1800 storm cap. We can see also everyone. So let's talk about our extreme heat going on in Montana, North South Dakota today and tomorrow. So let's talk about that in Wyoming. All right, everyone, starting around noon, 1 o'clock today, we can see Montana, we're in the middle 90s. We can see North Dakota, South Dakota, we're in the 90s today. 90s in Wyoming, we can see 90s in Idaho. We can even see 90s in Utah today. We can see everyone also too, guys. So, yeah. All right, everyone, so let's move along here. Let's move to 2 to 3 o'clock today. We can see 2 p.m. Mountain Time. We're 101 in Montana, 100 in North Dakota, 90s in South Dakota. We can see 90s in Idaho. We can see 90s in Colorado, and even 100s in Utah. We can see for today around 2, 3 o'clock. We can see for North South Dakota, it's 3 p.m. there. Then, of course, we got 4 or 5 p.m. now. We can have 102 in Montana, 90s in North and South Dakota. We can see 100 and even in Wyoming, 100 and even Idaho. We can see Utah. We even down here in Vegas, we got 111 today. We can see also too, guys. So, yeah. Also, let's look at something else. This is at 7 8 p.m. tonight. We can see 6 7. We can see 8 p.m. We're 100 in Idaho, 100 in Utah. We can see in some spots, 90s in North and South Dakota. We can see even 80s too this evening. Then let's go to our overnight hours. Let's look at about 5 6 in the morning. We can see we're in the 60s and 70s in Montana, 70s in North Dakota, South Dakota, 60s in Wyoming, 60s in Utah, 80s in Vegas. We can see 80s in California. You can see at this morning. So yeah, guys. So then we got 8 9 8. I think 8 9 in the morning here. We see 10 in the morning. We see in these spots, North South Dakota. We're in the 80s, 90s in Montana already. 80s in Idaho. We see also. Then let's skip to 1 p.m. in Montana. We can see 1 p.m. in Montana. We're 108 degrees, 106. 90s in North and South Dakota. 103 in Idaho. We can see 100 in Utah. 90s in Colorado. 100 in South Dakota. We can see. Then we can see the hottest point of the day, 4 or 5 o'clock. We're 110 maybe, close to Montana. 100 in North Dakota, South Dakota. 105 in Utah. 100 in Idaho. We see 90s in Colorado. We can see also around 5 p.m. today. We can see also too, guys. No, tomorrow, man. Sorry. All right, so we can see 9 p.m. now. We got 100 in Montana, 102 in Utah, 90s in Idaho, 90s in North and South Dakota. We can see 80s in Nebraska, 80s in Colorado. We can see also on here too, guys. We can see on here. So yeah, this is pretty hot temperatures. 100 we feel like in 102 in Utah. We can have 7 8 p.m. tomorrow. We can see in 90s in Idaho. So all right, everyone. So this is how above average we're going to be at today in parts of Montana. 20 degrees above average. By North Dakota, we're about 18 degrees above average. We can see at around 4 p.m. today. Wyoming, 17 degrees above average in places. We can see about Montana. We can see about 22 degrees above average in spots today. Also, then we're going to move on to Sunday. Sunday is going to be a really above average day. We can see places 25 degrees above average in Montana, 27 degrees above average, even near 30 degrees above average. We can see also North Dakota with 24 degrees above average, 18 degrees above average. South Dakota we're 15 degrees above average. To Colorado we're 10 degrees above average. Utah we're 17 degrees above average. Nevada we're about 10 degrees above average too. We can see for Sunday everyone on here. Also, is where our Philly temperatures looked like today at the hottest point of the day. I think 5 and 6 p.m. We can see North and South Dakota. In Montana's 5 p.m. North South Dakota. 6 p.m. we see high middle 90s. We're feeling like 97, 95 in North South Dakota. 90s in Montana. We're feeling like 90s in Utah. 90s in Idaho. We're feeling like around 5 6 p.m. today. Then we're gonna go to tomorrow real quick to look at that. So tomorrow is what our Philly temperatures are around 4 or 5 p.m. We can see Philly temperatures in North Dakota 105, Montana 106. This extremely hot Philly temperatures. Also, we can see under South Dakota Philly temperatures at 100. We can see also everyone on here too, guys. So I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Hope everyone learned something new in this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, notification bell. You never miss a video like this, guys. Okay, guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.